a seam in the back of a theater, the scene where the dog has to die. I'm upset, but at best, keep your hands off my chest. Can a girl mourn the death of her dog in the back of a theater in peace? The carpet left marks on our face. I remember the sun was still out, as if nothing had changed. I could see through the window in minimal height. No obstructions at all, just the pure virgin light. Can a girl mourn the death of her dog in the back of a theater in peace anymore? Can a girl mourn the death of her dog in the back of a theater in peace anymore? I never wanted the space. Can picture the cause of the clearing and the look on your face. Can fool me once and I'll actually believe you. If you fool me twice, I'm like putty in your hands. Just like a lamb, I'll trust you in the still heat. Sucking the finger of the butcher who'll kill me. Sucking the finger of the butcher who'll kill me. All that I am, all that you are. Call me a liar, I've heard it before. Call me a cab, all the blood spilled. Get in the car, it's survivor's guilt.
Well, Haley Blais, it is such a treat to have you. Thank you so much for coming to CKUA and lighting us up with your amazing music. This is so great.
Hey, my pleasure. No place I'd rather be.
I mean, on a Monday morning after a show, on your way to Red Deer, no less, hardcore.
It's going to be a long drive to Red Deer. The shortest drives are the longest
Isn't
drives.
it so true?
Yeah.
When you know you have to drive across the continent,
Yeah.
it's like you really steal yourself.
Easy.
90 minutes, though, is like an eternity. Well, I really appreciate that you and your incredibly marvelous musical friend have stopped by. Can you introduce us to
Isn't
your...
he so good, Andrew?
He's a treat, yes.
Yeah.
Andrew's
Saves my life.
amazing. Yeah.
We both woke up in a cold sweat this morning like, we're late. You come with me. You keep sleeping. Bandmate, everyone else, let's get the most capable ones. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you must have shocked yourself into a state of artistic expression because that was an incredible performance.
Oh, thanks.
Really love that. I mean, the song Survivor's Guilt, that just kills me, like that first
thank you.
verse. For whatever reason, it takes me back to, I forgot that my parents, for some reason, took me to see the movie Shane when I was a kid in the theater. It's a movie in which, spoiler, there's a dog that meets an unhappy. Anyway, that first verse of that song takes me just like right into a very tender-hearted place.
I never want to see that movie in my life.
Was there a movie? Was there a movie?
Just my life.
Right.
My life is a movie.
Yeah, right. And you're at the back of the theater in this movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fictional. It's kind of like a little bit of like Marley and Me inspired, I guess, or something like that.
Sure, yeah,
You know,
totally.
one of those other movies.
Was there a dog, though?
Oh, yeah, Family Dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Yeah, I feel you. I don't want to
No,
talk
just
about
kidding,
it
it's
either. Yeah. It's feels like there's a lot of exploration of the past, thinking about the future, thinking about coming into your own as a person kind of on this record. Like, were you working through a bunch of things on
Oh,
Wisecrack?
for sure. Things I didn't even need to know that I was working through. And I still don't know what it was, but I'm glad I got it out.
I'm really glad too.
Very therapeutic.
Yeah, I have been kind of immersed in this album for the last few days, knowing that you're coming, and it just, I feel like this album kind of takes you on a journey. You start in one place, which is maybe not the most uplifting of places.
Yeah, more cynical for sure. Yeah.
And then it kind of like describes this arc. And we get to this beautiful spot at the end where I guess your family is welcoming a baby into the world.
Circle of life, man. Circle of life. Yeah.
Yes.
I like to think there's definitely a journey in the album. I'm glad you picked up on that.
I feel like there's definitely something immensely anthemic too in one of the songs you're sharing with us today, which is a beautiful song that I cannot play on the radio or even say the title of on the radio, I'm sad to say.
I dare you.
Okay. I accept that challenge. I might say it in individualized syllables.
Yeah, you're going to say it somehow throughout your life.
Yeah, right. So when that came to you, was it like the chorus that came to you? Was it just, did you have fun getting inside that song?
Yeah, that was one of the first songs I wrote for this album back in, so it would have been almost 4 years ago at this point.
Wow.
And a lot of these songs on this album were written kind of just like stream of consciousness. So I don't really remember being like, that's a good lyric or that's kind of fun. It was just like I wrote it and then reviewed it and I was like, that's a song. That's a song in full. And it has a lot of swear words in it. And I like that because I'm angry, I guess. Crying in the backseat of your parents' car, you said that you don't have a curfew anymore. 23 and trying to keep your life from going sour, and your mother's getting married in the fall. And you know that she's happy, that things will be okay, but you wonder what'll happen Christmas Day. And I don't know what to tell you to make you not feel sad, so I'll offer my condolences to Dad. Just a hypocrite, or is there something wrong with it? I want my therapist to think I'm cool. I call you from the office phone to ask you to come drive me home. Okay, I'm just a liar, I never went. But if you see me coolest fucking bitch in town. You wanna drink a drink that's watered down, it'll just take you longer. Cannot be responsible for things that I did years ago. I guess it could be good for just a laugh. Is it just a privileged thought? I asked you once, but I forgot. I'm not the only one who's split in half. But if you see me wanna drink a drink that's watered down, it'll just take you longer. Coolest fucking bitch in town. 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 Coolest fucking bitch in town.
When you feel like you are, as you describe, the coolest such and such in town, how does it feel to be able to like incant those words over and over again in that song?
I really like doing it live because it brings a kind of different light to what I'm saying. But when I wrote it, I think it was supposed to be more sarcastic.
Yes.
Like I'm actually truly pathetic and sad, and don't look me in the eye. But in the live shows, I like to get the crowd singing it, and it really warms them up, and then it's the end of the show. So maybe I should move it to the first song of the set, because I'll get them chanting beep, beep, beep over and over and over again. And I think it makes it more positive now that I'm playing it live. But it's more of a negative song, sarcastic,
Right.
self-deprecating.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's early in this journey too, right?
Yes,
it's like 3 songs in.
yeah.
So there are some really sweet songs though on this album that are
Yeah.
like, very uplifting, I think.
Yeah.
Concrete I find really uplifting, other than I think maybe, I'm not sure if it is all a fantasy in the mind of the narrator.
No, that's a true love song written about my boyfriend. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's very sweet.
pretty sappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these songs that you're writing, I mean, your artistic journey has been a really remarkable one thus far. Like starting off singing classical music,
Yeah.
singing opera until you were late into your teens.
18. Yeah.
Wow,
That's when I stopped.
And because you had music in the household, is that how you got into it?
No, it was just the only vocal teacher in the town was a classical operatic trained teacher, and I mean that we knew of at the time, I guess, and I just kind of stuck with it.
This was in Kelowna?
Yeah. Kelowna.
Wow, cool. You started the tour in Kelowna, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We kicked it off. I hadn't played a show there in eons,
Wow.
and I hated it. I mean, the show was like everyone that came out was great, and it was a cool venue, but you can never really go home, can you? Can you, Grant?
It's nice to be reminded of that sometimes.
Yeah.
Even in a harsh, bummer kind of a way once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to know, because on CKUA we play a lot of different music, and we do play classical music and opera. And if you had one pick, if you could choose one piece of music that you'd like to suggest that people check out, would there be one?
Maybe Achilles from The Magic Flute, Mozart.
Is that one that
He's my guy.
love to?
Yeah, I
you love
used to
Mozart?
perform that a lot.
Okay.
That's a nice aria.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it is. Do you still throw that on from time to time? Or can you still belt it out yourself?
It's like if you get a couple drinks in me, I could maybe do Achilles again. But maybe O Mio Bambino Caro.
Maybe like...
Maybe the flower duet if we got another person in the bar who randomly knows that one.
That sounds... I feel like a karaoke opera night could be a really great thing.
Yeah, I'll be the only one there. Come on out.
So with I feel like the song that you're ending this session with, Baby Teeth, is one of the most evocative for me. And
Really?
yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's kind of a little bit, the imagery is very striking, no matter how you
Okay, cool.
care to,
I love that.
yeah. And also I feel like it's such a beautiful coalescence of the yearning for the past, angst about the future kind of thing. Do you remember what space you were in when you wrote that song?
I really don't know. I don't think too much before I write a song about like what I want to write about. It was just the song that I need to write at the time, I guess, you know?
I feel like, I mean, you've had this whole parallel career as, you know, a social media person and a YouTuber, really a well-loved one to boot. And I wonder how connected those forms of expression are for you, that the musical side and the sort of video diarist or you know, video expressive content creator side.
They both definitely scratch a creative itch that I have. I would say that at this time in my life, I'm like trying to be more serious musician and not kind of shit post online. Can I say shit?
I think you just did.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I love podcast shit. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to tour like this without having that YouTube and social media foundation of viewers and listeners and stuff. So really grateful to be like immersed in the internet forever that way. That's awesome for me.
Well, I think the way that you describe these songs, which are so sophisticated and they feel like so refined, but you're saying they kind of feel like they just came out of the ether or off the top of your head to some extent. Feels like some of what you create online is coming from a very, very personal, spontaneous place too.
I mean, I also have a really bad memory, so it could have been like the most important moment for me, and I just can't remember what I was doing when I wrote the song. So I just like to say, I don't know, because I have a really bad memory. And
just before we get to the final piece of music, I'm really struck by this, how many dimensions and textures, moods there are on the record. It's so sophisticated songwriting wise and production wise. I wonder, did you have any signposts that you were, you know, musical high watermarks you were kind of thinking of, or that you were really into at the time of the creation of the record?
We were listening to a lot of like Sarah Harmer, Sarah McLachlan, the Sarahs of the world, Sarahs of Canada.
Right.
A lot of like kind of Lilith Fair-esque, you know, singer-songwriters, songs you'd hear in like the back of the minivan when you're 7, your mom's driving you to soccer practice, that kind of thing. I'm still and always listening to that genre of music, you know, like Jan Arden. I love them. I love them. That's really great. Inspiring. So I think we tried to emulate a little bit of that aspect without kind of wearing it on our sleeve too much. So maybe I can hear it for myself and nobody else picks up on that, and that's good enough for me.
So after this, are you going to hop in the van and just blast Sarah McLachlan?
I probably will, actually.
Right on. What album is it going to be? I'm curious.
Surfacing.
Nice.
I love surfacing because I love building a mystery, and Sweet Surrender. Oof. Oh yeah.
Well, Haley Blais, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us.
Thank
This
you.
has been such a joy and a privilege.
Likewise. Happy to be here. Thanks so much.
Haley Blais, live
Cheers.
on CKUA. Cheers.
Got a friend down in Los Angeles, smoke breaks out in the car. I used to think that I could live there and be the next big fucking star, but when I smoke, I don't get paranoid. I go full metal jacket when I die. I know I won't freak out until I'm in the casket. I want my baby teeth back. Stare in the mirror, do my best late night show Wisecrack. I wanna know what it's like, pull out my front one on my own time. Can I tell you a secret? Don't know what the hell I'm thinking. All of my tight-lipped opinions happen while I was asleep. And when you ask me to defuse the bomb, I'll tell you I deployed it. It's so hard to keep a family, guess I'll just destroy it. I want my baby teeth back. Stare in the mirror, do my best late night show Wisecrack. cog in the machine that won't grind. But if the machine is fine, can't help but take it as some kind of sign. I want my baby teeth back. I want my baby teeth back. Come on. I want my baby teeth back. Stare in the mirror, do my best late night show, Wisecrack. I wanna know what it's like. Pull out my front one on my own time. When I die, I know I'll freak out. 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 When I die, I won't freak out.
You hit those.
Some of them.
Nice.